let's step back to get a wide-angle view of Confucius himself and the Analects as a whole. The man known as Confucius in the West is called Confuzi or Kongzi in China. He was a philosopher, teacher, civil servant, and political advisor of sorts who was apparently born around 551 before the Common Era, perhaps in Qufu in the state of Lu. Lu is now part of China's peninsular province of Shandong, which is located in the country's northeast and extends into the Yellow Sea. We have many information about Confucius's life, but almost nothing is known with certainty about that life. The sources of information that we have about him are unreliable and contradictory and seem to be a blend of fact and hagiography. What we can say with confidence is that by a century or so after his death, Confucius was revered in China as a great thinker and educator, and there was surely some good reason for that. It appears, and again these details may or may not be accurate, that Confucius lived in poverty for a period of his childhood. He developed a reverence for knowledge and self-improvement, both for its own sake and as a way of improving society, which was in a state of instability in his time. He evidently became a teacher, probably tutoring pupils individually or in small numbers at the outset, as was common in his day. Eventually, Confucius seems to have attained some kind of government post in his home state of Lu. At a certain point, however, he went into exile, perhaps when the duke he served lost political power. He traveled for some years, looking for positions as a political advisor to leaders of neighboring states, but never finding a position that lasted for any great length of time. During those travels, he was accompanied by a small band of loyal followers who continued to learn from him. Ultimately, Confucius returned to Lu, where he established an academy and taught for the remainder of his life. A period of just 5 years, if the sources can be believed. The best of all our sources of information on Confucius and his ideas is the Analects itself.